Welcome to Creative Broadcasting, the station of unlimited possibilities, presents Creating Your Seat at the Table with your host, Ashley Little, as she welcomes her guest to the table.
Welcome to Creating Your Seat at the Table. I am your host, Ashley Little. A little bit about myself: corporate professional by day, entrepreneur by night, four-time best-selling author, CEO and founder of Ashley Little Enterprises, LLC, owner and creator of Creative Broadcasting, and co-founder and owner of Talk Radio and TV Network, LLP. Tonight we have an amazing special celebrity guest by the name of Ashley Ann. A little bit about her. At just 27, Ashley Ann is the sole owner of New Jersey's luxury grooming salon and spa, Diamonds in the Ruff. She provides some of the most meticulous and high-quality grooming styles. Ashley Ann remains as the first African-American to complete a master's study program in China, Yin Li Pet Grooming School. She most recently earned an International Groomers certification. She lived in London and traveled to Asia to study with some of the top groomers, which only warrants the servicing of New Jersey's A-list celebrities, such as Teresa Giudice, Housewives of New Jersey, DePaola, Housewives of New Jersey, Shanda Freeman, TV host, Mauro Castano is an actor, and Maddalena Castano is a TLC's cake boss. And here's the latest interview on Ashley Ann, where she shares her love and passion for pet grooming. Welcome to the table, Ashley Ann.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Ashley. I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you at the table, and you have an amazing bio. So tell us more about your entrepreneur journey.
Well, my entrepreneur journey has been a very fulfilling one. Lots of lessons, absolutely. It's definitely helped toughen my skin as far as the challenges that you go through as an entrepreneurship. It's not an easy journey. You go through a lot of obstacles, and being able to make it through, think smarter, not work harder, it's definitely a journey, and it's been a real big journey for me, I can definitely say. But it's been fun, and I'm still going on it. We're going to a new level, and I'm really looking forward to it, especially traveling abroad, which is something I've never really imagined doing, and having the honor to do it now has definitely been a very big blessing to me. I'm very thankful for this journey so far as an entrepreneur.
Amazing. Well, I just want to commend you on, creating a space for yourself and, get ready to travel abroad to continue to follow your purpose.
Absolutely.
So you're very passionate about high-quality grooming styles. So please tell us more about your passion for grooming.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like we all have a purpose in life, and I feel like my purpose is to make dogs happy, and I'm very passionate about being able to lift their spirits, make them feel good, make them feel pretty after a grooming session, and definitely impact the household as well. It's a really great feeling to be able to put a smile on people's face for a wedding or a gender reveal party. You would never think that grooming can apply to so much in a person's life, but it really does, and I'm so thankful that I have the kind of connection that I have with my pups, and they trust me the way that they trust me to, enhance their beauty even more, and it's just, I love it. I wake up, I'm smiling every day. I'm smiling when I'm done with my work. I love the transitions, and, I love the little sassy divas that come out of my pups after they're done. It makes me feel really
Awesome. Well, I know it sounds like you're very passionate about it, and I'm sure that the puppies love you, the dogs. I'm sure they all love you. It sounds like you are really passionate about helping them and keeping them happy, which is amazing.
Thank you.
So you are the sole owner of New Jersey's luxury grooming salon and spa, Diamonds in the Ruff. So please tell us more about your amazing company and how we can get involved and support you.
Diamonds in the Ruff, I always envisioned it as a pup's home away from home. I wanted to give pet parents like myself an environment that they can feel that their puppies are safe. They know that they're going to come back home looking fabulous. And it really gives the pet parents a sense of ease that everything is okay. And that's why it was so important for me to open Diamonds in the Rough. I also operate in the salon by myself, which means I do everything from start to finish. I'm very big on showing pups consistency. It's very important for them to see consistency because that's the only way they'll learn to trust and get better. And I tell people, I'm really good with my hands, but I'm not a magician. So I really need them to feel comfortable and feel safe. And the fact that they always see me, it's the same routine, they're in the same environment, it's quiet, it's good. That is what Diamonds in the Rough is all about. To help with supporting Diamonds in the Rough, you can, bring your babies on over here, let me doll them up, make them feel a little good. And like the Instagram page, Facebook, share on social media. We post a lot of educational content, so even if you don't have a dog, it's fun things to learn, to experience. Most people overlook the dog grooming industry sometimes, and when they really see what it's about and the fun that comes with it, it's great. So just follow the page, like the stuff, and you'll get to have a fun ride. That's what I would definitely ask for.
So definitely follow and support her amazing company. And I know you were just talking about how, you want the owners to feel safe when they leave their puppies and dogs with you, right? And so what are some pros and cons of, the grooming salons and spas, because I know you kind of touched on it a little bit with why you created and what inspired you to do it.
The pros of having a grooming salon, number one, is that you don't have to deal with it at home. Most people,
right.
My clientele, they're like, he would not let me comb him, Ashley. I don't know how you do it. So it gives a lot of pet parents that comfort, also knowing that their pups are getting the proper maintenance. So in order for them to get the proper maintenance, like I said, you want to keep your consistency. You want to bring them in however often or however frequently they need to come in. For example, most of my clientele, I usually recommend every 4 to 6 weeks that they should come in to get the grooming process because they need to know that this is a part of their life, this is a routine, it's okay, it's safe. So you want to make sure that you at least meet your groomer halfway and do what they ask. Communicate, which is, I talk to my customers all the time. They're like, Ashley, you talk a lot. And as long as I talk a lot and they get the point, everybody's always on good terms. So definitely feel comfortable, I would say, talking with your groomer. That's the biggest pro, to have a groomer that you feel comfortable enough with to express your concerns or ask questions to. Cons, the only con I would say you would have with a grooming salon is if your pup doesn't have consistency because, if they don't come in as often as they should, they're not familiarized with the process. And it makes the groomer's job a bit more difficult because at the end of the day, we are strangers trying to introduce ourselves to your pups to where they can trust us at some point. But again, we do need our pet parents to meet us halfway, as in bringing them in when they're supposed to come in and taking our advice, such as maintenance in between at home with combing or brushing or just getting them accustomed to the grooming process overall. So I would say that's the only con that it is with the grooming. But other than that, grooming is your best friend. It's definitely your best friend.
Well, I want to thank you for creating that space, to help the puppies and the dogs to get the best service possible. So thank you.
Absolutely.
So what are some strategies you would provide to listeners who are interested in pet grooming, if they're interested in, owning their own pet, grooming salon and spa? So what are some strategies you would provide to those listeners?
Research. Always feel it's most important to do your due diligence with any form of commitment. At the end of the day, not only are you committing yourself to an entrepreneur, you're committing yourself to people's loved ones. So we have a very big responsibility. So take it seriously. Do your research. If you need, for example, an accountant, I recommend looking for that, or an attorney. Look into your audience, where you're going to, and most importantly, just make sure this is something you're doing from the heart. If you're doing it from the heart, it will absolutely lead the way. Don't be afraid of challenges. It comes with the territories, but keep your knowledge. Keep your knowledge. Do your research. I can't say that enough. That's one thing that I've learned being an entrepreneur. I'm often up pretty late at night online looking up things or calling certain clientele that are more senior entrepreneurs that I can get advice from just to help me with something, a roadblock that I may not have the exact answer to. So definitely, be open to learning. Don't feel like you should be afraid to ask any questions. Also, go to grooming seminars, meet groomers. There are Facebook forums for grooming owners that you can join to inquire a little bit more of what it's like to be an entrepreneur. Or you can even email me. I'm happy to help with that also. But those are just a few strategies that at least help get you off the ground.
Awesome. So all of our listeners that are looking to go into the grooming industry, make sure you're passionate about it, as Ashley stated, and make sure you are serious about it. So thank you for sharing it, Ashley.
Absolutely.
So you are the first African American to complete a master's studies program in Chongging, China, Yin Li Pet Grooming School. So please tell us more about this amazing accomplishment.
Wow. It's what I will say about me is when I make up my mind to commit to something, especially when it pertains to my career, I really strive to be the best at it. The Asian and South Koreans are viewed by most as experts. Honestly, you can say some of the best in the world, and I knew I could learn something from them. So that is what really inspired my decision to travel abroad 20-plus hours across seas, and it was nothing short of what I expected. I mean, I felt like I was in dog grooming heaven. It was an amazing experience. The craft, the art, the talent, the skill, everything was just, I was in awe. I always say it, it still feels a little surreal at some times, but Yingling Mavis Howe was my academy master trainer there, and she was the most amazing groomer, one of them that I've ever come across, and just to see her talent and to be able to stand in front of her and watch her, it was an honor. It really was. I get all gushy when I talk about it. I felt like a little kid, and It was great. It was great.
Awesome. So that's amazing. That's a super amazing accomplishment. So super congratulations on being the first African American to complete that program. So congratulations. You. So you traveled to Asia to study with some top celebrity groomers. So please tell us more about that amazing experience.
Again, so Mavis was my master trainer in China, and Sok Lee was my master trainer in South Korea, and she was an absolute doll. They are known all throughout Asia. They travel all throughout the world. I mean, Ireland, Russia, USA. So it was such an honor that they were willing to accept me and take me on their team to teach me and help develop my skill even more because, again, it's a craft that it's like nothing that I've really ever seen before. So I wanted to go over there and be able to bring that back to the U.S., bring that talent, bring that skill, bring that art back over here. And the fact that, again, they were willing to take me in, it was very humbling and it was very honoring. They treated me like their own. I was so spoiled out there, and the food was amazing. They fed me all the time.
So can you share with our listeners, because I'm sure it's a process of being able to be presented these amazing opportunities that you've had to be experience it. So what are some some advice you would give to people who would love to travel abroad and apply for some of these opportunities?
Most importantly, if you're going to go into another culture, be open to their way and their studies. One thing I will say is that their techniques definitely were way more advanced than the average American grooming standard is, and I was open and I was very patient. So any groomer that is willing to do it, again, most importantly, your passion is what's really going to push you through all of this, and your love for it is what's going to allow you to have the patience to learn, because you're going to be learning a completely new method, a new technique, a new art and way of grooming, and they hold their style and their dogs as well to such a high standard. And you have to go there. You have to be open to taking it seriously and being willing to learn and push yourself. Absolutely never feel like you can't do it. And just practice. Practice makes perfect. And just, again, make sure that it's something that you really, really want to do, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. A lot of videos, a lot of books, I would say, doing pre-practice prior to applying to any of the prestigious grooming academies, and just express to your teachers or your master trainers the love that you have for it and the desire that you have to just enhance dogs and their beauty, because that's really all they care about. They love their dogs so much over there. It's amazing.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I know that you've continued to build multiple tables for yourself. So I always ask my guests this question: how did you create your seat at the table?
I didn't take no for an answer.
I love that. I love it.
You know, I kept pushing forward. I'm very rebellious. Again, when I say I'm going to commit, I'm going to commit, which is a reason why in the year of 2019 I was the first African American to do something of such a high milestone, and I continue to push forward and think outside of the box. I like to dive off the deep end sometimes, and I make it work. And my faith is very strong. I'm a very strong believer in God, and He's definitely helped me through a lot of it. So by the fact that I never gave up, 13 years in, and as an entrepreneur, you're going to get a lot of no's. You're going to get a lot of lessons, and you have to be very focused, very driven, and very strong to make sure that you can get past every single obstacle, no matter what. Because when you become an entrepreneur, you commit, you keep your focus, you keep your promise to yourself, and you make it happen. So, you know, I made my seat at the table. I made it real quick.
I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. So thank you for creating your seat, because you definitely have done it, okay? Continue to create your seats at the table. So we all have a process, right, on our journeys, and, you know, with failure, you know, people tend to not want to go through the process, but that's part of the process of getting to the next level. So what did failure teach you on your journey?
Failure taught me that it's only another word for a lesson learned. You have to reevaluate your situation, reevaluate the outcome that wasn't in your favor, and figure out how you're going to make that better. And with a lot of the lessons that I've gone through, it's, again, helped toughen my skin, because as an entrepreneur, you are going to go through some tough obstacles. You're going to go through some cases where you're going to need something, and you need to walk into a room with your head high and say, this is why I need it, this is how I can give it. So sometimes we kind of have to go through certain things to have that courage. That's personally for me, I had to go through, because the more no's I got, the more options and different ways I started thinking of how to get a yes. And it just built me and strengthened me even more, and it taught me, it made me wiser. So I just say, don't let failure make or break you. Just learn from it, prosper from it, and just find a better outcome. Work smarter, not harder, is what I always say. So you don't have to learn a lesson too many times over again, but I will say that.
Awesome. So tell us, what did success teach you, because you're very successful?
I'm sorry, honey?
What did success teach you? Because you're very successful.
Success taught me that, there is a brighter road ahead of you, and it's so fulfilling when you work hard for something and you actually get it. So success in another way has been an honor, it's been a blessing, it's been a form of fulfillment for me, and it's helped build my value. It's made me feel better about myself as a woman, as a mother. I can set an example for my daughter. I have set standards and bars for her. I've, inspired so many women and people in general across the world that I've never really thought just based off of my success. So success has just uplifted me in so many ways that I'm very grateful for and I'm very thankful for. And I definitely continue to further my success to be able to touch people in other ways. I feel like success allows you to touch people in ways because it allows people to see themselves sometimes in a light that they probably never saw because you're an example of where they came from or you have something in common with that person. So my success it's been a very, very, very great feeling for me. I've been very thankful for it.
And because, success means, different things to different people, right? So I just want to commend you for, doing some amazing things at just 27 years old, right? Breaking so many different records. So congratulations on everything that you're doing.
Oh, thank you.
So what can we expect from you the rest of 2019? We are in the fourth, we're in the fourth quarter. You're ready to walk into the fourth quarter. So what can we expect from you? Because I know you're going to finish strong.
Oh, I am. As of right now, I have a few seminars that I'll be hosting, one coming up in October. October 27th, I'll be in Southern California teaching the Asian technique. I also plan to travel throughout a few more of the U.S. states to focus on a few more seminars. And then I have a couple of visual projects coming up that I'm excited, but it's a secret. I'm not going to tell anybody yet. But just make sure you're following the Diamonds in a Rough page, and you'll get to see it. But we have a lot of fun things in store, things that you guys have never really seen before. I want to set the lane for something new and just shock everybody. So everybody just has to stay tuned. But other than that, you can watch me in the seminars.
Well, super congratulations on all that you're doing. And like I said, I know you're gonna finish the fourth quarter strong. Can't wait to see all the great things that you're about to birth in this quarter. So super congratulations in advance.
Thank you.
So tell our listeners one more time how they can follow you and connect with you on all social media platforms, Ashley.
Absolutely. To follow me on Instagram, it is Grooming Extraordinaire. Facebook, it is Diamonds in the Rough, and that's RUFF. Again, Instagram, you can follow me, Grooming Extraordinaire, and my Facebook business page is Diamonds in the Rough, RUFF.
So please follow her and connect with her. She is definitely someone to know and someone to connect with. So please make sure that you connect with Ashley Ann. And Ashley, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your very, very busy schedule to come to the table, and I cannot wait to invite you back.
Thank you so much for having me, Ashley. I love the Ashleys. I love all Ashleys.
Right. I know. It's something special about our name, right?
We just connect. That's it. It's love.
Yes. So thank you for coming to the table, and I look forward to continuing to work and collaborate with you in the future.
Thank you so much for having me, Ashley.
You are welcome. So I would like to give a special thanks to Tammy Collins Marquis and John Schamberger. I would also like to give a special thanks to author Kimberly McLemore and my intern Sarah from Tennessee State University and my intern Vontaria from Winston-Salem State University. You all may follow me on Facebook at Ashley Little and on Instagram at _Ashley A. Little. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Creating Your Seat at the Table, where Ashley speaks with corporate professionals, celebrities, entrepreneurs, authors, and speakers who are transitioning or have transitioned to entrepreneurship.